Hello everyone, and welcome to Caroline's Craftery, and welcome to another episode of Along the Shore journal build. So, I got a bunch of stuff out, got a few things ready. So we've done the big gatefold, and then we did this envelope flip page. And I went and I added some Nouveau drops to the little circles on that little die cut. I thought that turned out kind of cute. So today we are going to work on this page here. Let's move this out of the way. So this page is 8 3/4, or sorry, 8 3/8 by 7 1/8. Now it is just a bit smaller than the front of the cover on that, and we're going to work on this page. We'll do the center fold on the next issue. So I've got some things. I've got one of these big envelopes that I have now. It's got this big flap on that end. The original size of this envelope is 9 3/8 by 4 1/8, but I've cut a little bit off because we are going to make a big belly band, so I wanted it the same size as that page. I've got a couple pieces of paper, and I've got a few odds and ends for decoration. Now, the first thing I want to do, this is going to have a magnetic closure. I hope we're not getting too much glare from the desk. I've got some tape, and I'm just going to tape my magnet on. I'm going to be covering this, so this is going to get covered. So right about there, I'm just going to put a piece of tape on it. And then I've got another magnet here. And I'm going to see, no, that won't work. Always have trouble lining these things up. Actually, let's try. I'm going to just take a really little piece of tape. I'm going to fold it over. And then I'm going to do this and try to get that magnet, which isn't going to do it. Okay, but then that, hold on, okay. Make sure I got the magnet going the right way. This I hope will work. Should be in the right spot. Put a piece of tape on there. There we go. Once I put more coatings on this, it should be okay. Now I'm going to put this piece of paper here, and I'm going to line it up with the top. Now this is only cut very little bit smaller than my actual page. And this little piece is going to go on the bottom for a pocket, so I'm not worried about it. About it not reaching the bottom. I'm going to put a bit of glue right along the top there. And then I'm going to do my, just gluing down part of the page. So this is going to go right up to the top. Well, not quite all the way to the top, but, and then follow the edge ever so slightly. sure that that's down good. Make sure that I don't have any glue up here. Might have to touch that up with a little bit of glue. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Now let's finish gluing this up. Hope everybody's doing good as I'm making this on my phone. My computer is in the shop, so I'm hoping I get it back before too long so I can get more videos up. It looks like the hard drive is gone on it. If you're seeing this video, I've gotten it back. Oops. Getting glue all over. Okay. That is glued down. The fish is kind of hiding under there. Now I want to put a backing on this and a front. So I'm going to use this little piece of tea-dyed paper for here. Let's ink up let's ink up this edge. The other edges I'll ink after I get it cut. And I'm going to glue this on first, and then I'm going to cut around it. So I want it just about down to just where it folds. Let's turn it this way, I think. And we'll put some glue all the way around. This is going to go right up to the edge. Put some extra glue around there. And this is a piece of my tea-dyed doily paper. And let's put it down there. Like I say, we're going to line it up pretty close to our fold there. Yes, this is a piece of my tea-dyed colored doily paper. Let's just press it down a bit on this side. And the magnet still holds, so that's always good. I'm always worried about that. Now let's trim this out along this big triangle. These big weird envelopes, like they're a really nice ivory color. And I love the way that they open up. And I got them at the thrift store a long time ago. I got two different sizes of them. And this is one of the bigger ones. The other ones are maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 inches shorter and just a little bit narrower. But I like the way that they open and stuff. So I'm going to use this. I don't know what size it is. But I'm going to cut a big thumb hole in here. I hope this is going to fit in there so I can do that. No, I'm going to have to do it this way. You won't be able to see what I'm doing, but... Uh-oh, I just ripped the envelope. Okay, try to get it in the middle. There we go. That's okay, because that's going to be glued down, so I think that'll be all right. Let's throw a little bit of ink right in here. There's that. That way I can put like a little tab or something, whatever I put in there, to make it pull out easier. Now on this side, I'm not going to do this because this is going to be against there. I just want to do this part, and I have this piece, which, let's see, I want it to be this away. So that's going to be the top there. And I'm putting this on the exact same way. I'm just going to glue that down. Put glue all over here. Glue it down, and then I'll cut it out. Okay, let's do this here. Oh, quickly ink this edge before I put it down. Okay. Oh no, I put it the wrong way. Be a little bit of glue on the front, but that'll be okay. You know, I don't think you can't really see it. That's okay. There's going to be other stuff on the front anyways. So we've got that. Now we can cut this off. Seems so easy to put things on backwards, upside down, inside out. And I'm sure I'm not alone on that one. Okay, there's the basic of our pocket. Let's ink around this part. Helps blend everything in just a little bit. Most of the glue came off. There's a couple little spots, but that's okay. Once we get this, okay, there is that part done. Now, I want to decorate the edges. Even though they go together nice, I'm thinking, this was my thought before, was taking some of the die cuts that I did and putting some just along the edge to kind of blend that together a little more. Now I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I like that on there. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to snip off that little end. Don't want that to get in the way of flipping this. So that's going to be like that. Let's put that one down first. Let's do one at a time. So I'm only going to do the leaves on this one side. I'll make sure I get some down here. I can always glue down little bits after that I need to, because of the fact this is going to stick over the page. Not by much, but a little bit. Let's, got a little bit of glue there. And we're going to have to glue a bit up here down, so let's put a little bit of glue behind this one. And just a dab right there. Okay, that's got that. And then I was thinking just something a little up the other side. Not sure if I should do a different color or stick with the same color. We've got this one here too. That one kind of covers up a fair bit, which is nice. So let's do this one. So I want to glue this side of the leaves. And I think I'll put some right down that center spine on this flower or leaves. So I say this is just to kind of cover up the edge a little bit. There we go, just like that. Okay, I think that's cute. Now let's work on this little pocket. I'm going to start by gluing this up. Just to kind of seal that up. Now this is going to go right down on there. And I'm just going to put a couple little things in there. Now I'm going to use a piece of this and put it down. So what I'm going to do, it's going to go to the edge. So let's just glue this all down. Try, I'm in frame here, gonna try to get that edge just so then I don't have to cut it. And I like it because it's got a fair bit of green on it. There's gonna be more stuff on here too, so. Okay, let's trim this up. Try not to cut into my pocket. I hope you're enjoying this series. Okay, and we got a cute little pocket. Now I've got some of this stuff. I kind of thought it kind of looked like fishing nets, so I am going to put it over top of this pocket. This edge is going to be just over the top of the pocket. So let's put a pretty good line of glue along there. And then we can line this up. And try our best to make it fairly even. I could easily color this too, but I thought this cream color was pretty good. Now gluing the rest down might be tricky, and actually I'm thinking I might not even have to glue it down, so I'm just going to cut fairly close to the pocket, and we'll cut this end down. There's that. Now I'm thinking that could just stay up like that. I don't necessarily have to glue all that down, is what I'm thinking. was thinking about stitching around this, but I haven't quite decided yet. Okay, now I've got this little piece. It's off of a necklace. And they kind of reminded me of those things that they carry on the ship. I guess that, you know, they'd throw them out to people when they were drowning and stuff. But they kind of reminded me of that. But they're going to be kind of down here, so they could be like, you know, gems in the ocean or whatever. I just thought it looked cute there, and it looked like about the right size. Let's get this out and my pokey tool so I can poke a couple of holes to put this into. I got a needle and it's already threaded. And I'm going to just stitch. I think I'll stitch in the holes. Let's just turn it this way. This middle one I'm just going to let hang there. So this one here, let's poke a couple holes here. And put that through. And through there. Using a double thread, and it always creates problems. Okay. Now I actually should have poked a second hole there, because I got to go back down and then tie it in the back. Let's see if I can find my hole. It's right there. Whoops. Got that all tangled up. There we go. Now we got it. Now we got it. And let's go up through our other hole that I made. And make sure that we go, oh, hold on. Got that, hook that other piece right there. And again, we need to make another hole to go back down. There is one end. Now let's just tie this. Just do 3 knots. And I'll put some glue on there so it holds the knot tight. I'll leave my ends a little bit longer until I glue it down. And now this one is going to come up and over to here somewhere. Might have to tie that one up. We'll see how it stays. Okay, this one I think I'm going to do it over. I'm not going to do it through the eye. I'm going to do it over on this side so it stays attached. So going through the hole I just made and then back through that hole that I made. Now let's tie this in a knot. I always do 3 knots. Just holds that much better. Okay. leave my strings a little bit longer so I can put a dab of glue on that. So now that's going to just sit like that there. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to pull that up just a little bit. So let's sew that piece as well. I don't want it to be hanging down and then get caught up when turning pages and stuff. So in one, down the other, and just tie it. This is just a embroidery floss. I use embroidery floss for a lot of things because I have so much of it. I used to do cross stitch and that, so I've got a really big supply of embroidery floss. Okay. There's that. I think that looks really, really cute. And just for an extra touch, I'm going to put this little starfish on there. Just for a little decoration. And I think he's going to go kind of underneath. And I'm just going to stitch him down as well. Oops, what am I doing? I'm losing my marbles. Okay, couldn't figure out why I couldn't push it through. It's because it was a hard surface. Okay, let's put this down one hole. Whoops. Pulled my thread right through. See if I could find my other hole right there. Usually when I lift it up, I can see the light shining through the hole. That's how I find them. In the case of being on, like on lace or something that I can't see through, on fabric too. Sometimes it can be tricky to find when you're doing fabric and whatnot. Okay, and again, leave them long just a little bit. Get rid of that, put my needle on my magnet. Okay, there is our little pocket. Very simple, but I think the little decorative pieces just add something. Let's take our glue and we're going to put just glue dried to the end. I'm going to put just a bit of glue right along that knot. Now this might interfere with putting stuff in this pocket, but we're only going to put something really tiny in here anyways, like maybe a couple tickets or something like that. Nothing too big, nothing too fancy or anything. Okay, let's just trim this away. Actually, I could have cut these right off, being that I wasn't. I'm going to have to wait till they dry, because otherwise I can't glue down the pocket until they dry. Okay. I'm going to I'll be right back when it dries. Okay, so before I put the pocket on, I'm going to just run a little piece of glue along there to reseal this envelope because of the fact that we cut it. Because we're going to have something inside as well as something in the back. This is dry, so we can put this on. Of course, we're only going to glue the 3 sides. Like I say, it's a pretty small pocket, but we'll put something tiny in it. Let's line up the edges the best we can. Oops. I want it to be fairly even. Okay, just going to press around the edges a bit. That was kind of a really nice way to use up a little piece of broken jewelry that I had. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Bring our page back in. I'm not bothering with anything in the back of this because there is going to be a big tag in there eventually. Because we're going to make this into a belly band, we only want to glue the top and the bottom. But I'm going to put maybe like 1/4 of an inch of glue because it's a fairly heavy pocket. And I do want it to stay on there. Okay, we want this to be in the center as best we can. And it's going all the way to the top and the bottom. Let's just hold that down for just 10 seconds or so. So now we have a big pocket. Person could write here, really nice. And you could even write along here. And as I say, we will end up putting a big tag behind it as well as something in it. So that's going to be fairly thick by the time I put something in there and something behind there. Not sure what yet. As I say, I always do my tags and all that at the very end. It's just something that I find easier. So now, let's just kind of put this in where it goes. So far we've got the gatefold, this flippy, flappy, floppy thing. And then when that gets opened up, you will see this big belly band with this. I think that turned out pretty cute. I like how this kind of hides the edge. I was kind of worried because they were kind of a bit of a difference with the seaweed and stuff. So this kind of just blended it together, added a little bit extra. And I really like how this turned out. And then as I say, we can tuck something little in there. So on the next part, we will be doing this spread because this is actually the middle of the folio and there's going to be 2 large pockets there. Not sure what I'm doing yet, but we'll be figuring that out before too long. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I guess this is the 4th episode of this series. I always forget what number I'm on, so when I'm editing the video I go and I actually look at all the previous videos I've made. But hope you like it. Check out the Facebook group, check out the playlist for Along the Shore, and we will see you soon. Bye.